Welcome back to Markdown sitegen. Even though nobody's going to watch this, I'm still going to record it, just for fun. Now, if you're new here to PageKey Tech, please just know that we build things that already exist to understand them more deeply and to take back tech. And we have a GitHub and a Discord, and you can join both and talk to people about these projects and join in on the fun. So please come join us. Now let's get into what we're doing today. It's all about logos. How do we add a logo to this blog? Because just look at this thing. I mean, it's filling out nicely, but it's really missing something right in this region. So let's figure out how to add that. First things first, let's make a logo. Okay, done. Okay, let's pretend this horrific work of modern art represents some company. Markdown sitegen. All right, so we just slap the image in there, right? We throw an image next to the title, and it looks kind of nasty, right? But watch this. We go into the CSS. Bam! Display flex. Whoa! Align item center. Whoa! And then we reload, and there it is right in the center. Only problem is we need a little padding here, and our organized list got kicked onto the next line. So let's do something about that. Okay, here's my solution to the problem. We set both the nav and the nav title thingy to that, and then we just put a margin right on the logo and we get this. It looks good enough for my coder eyes, although anyone who knows anything about design would probably vomit, but it's good enough for now. Next order of business, how do we override the default logo? Because obviously nobody wants this thing. Let's work on that. So my thought here is we can just have the user's static folder get copied in over top of the existing static folder we have. So if someone wants to override main.css, they can. If they want additional style sheets, they can. If they want additional JS or to override the existing one, they can do that too. Eventually, maybe we can have an export function. But for now, let me do a test by putting an image folder in here, and I'll throw in the PageKey logo. And wow, that actually had an effect. Okay, now we know that we need to resize this logo a little bit, but I'm actually kind of amazed that that worked because I didn't know we were already doing this. Good, good, good. So I just slapped a 2em height on there and it seemed to work pretty well. I don't know if that works on mobile too, but good enough for now, I'll say. So hey, that was quick. I didn't expect the logo to be that easy. So it'd be really nice, simplest possible thing to begin with would be to specify a color. One color that drives the design. We got a lot of black and white going on here, which is fine. And then we could just clean up these accents, which are actually a couple different colors, and have them be one color. Let's start there. Default config will be blue, and I stole the color from my current website here. Now the problem is, how do we inject this color into the CSS? How do we make it available? Let's think about it. Okay, so I think this is it. We're going to define under the root the primary color from the config. We'll use the base.html so we don't have to start injecting or pre-processing the CSS. And now the CSS file can use this variable theme primary. So let's go ahead and apply that. Okay, we'll throw theme primary on the button, and apparently you can filter the brightness instead of defining a totally separate color for the darker version. I know this isn't going to work on Internet Explorer 8, but I don't care. So I'm just going to use that. Looks good enough. And yeah, I didn't know where to put this, but I just styled the links to that color as well. And I'm kind of happy with this. It looks better than just the raw link color. So it's a start. And you know what? We could really use our buttons here. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, I swapped it out for the big button and it looks better than I thought. There's kind of an awkward spacing here to the bottom. I don't know where that came from. I guess that's the case here too. But you know, whatever. It's good for now. Okay, it was a pain, but I fixed the footer. And I'm glad that I did. So totally worth the effort. Look how nice it is now. It actually sticks to the bottom. And if it needs to scroll, it scrolls. So we're in great shape. How did I do it? Free Code Camp gave me the start here. This keep your footer where it belongs article was great. You have a page container, content wrapper, and a footer. So I did that. I have a page container, content wrapper with everything except the footer, and then the footer after it. And then you position the footer absolute at the bottom with a height that's fixed, and then you give the content wrap a padding bottom of that height, and then you have this page container that just fills everything right up. I don't know if I need that max width anymore. Let's see if it works without it. No, I didn't need that. So it got messed up when I had the padding set up the way that I did. Watch, it's going to get messed up. See, it starts scrolling over and all this stuff. Not good. But even better, I just used flex positioning to put it in the center in a column, and it worked just fine. So footer's fixed. We can take that off the list. Side note, did you know that they have native web components? That's kind of crazy. Maybe we could use that here. Probably has terrible browser support, but who knows? Okay, thanks for joining. I think that's enough for one video. The next video, I'm going to finally have to tackle the problem of how do we add redirects. So if we want to add any number of old links to this post, WebGL1, really old, we just want them to automatically redirect to the new post. We don't want the post showing up. We don't want these old posts showing up as their own separate pages. The page will just open and do a JavaScript redirect to the actual page. This lets us, anytime we want to move our page, we just take the current path, put it in the redirects list, and go ahead and put our new path there, whatever it is. So if we can add support for that, it would be pretty cool. Until then, see you for the next one. Thank you for watching.